Welcome to Desrose Radio.
That's right, I'm free. I woke up today and I was just like, oh my God. I felt so good and the day was it was so pretty out. Well, okay, kind of pretty. It was hot. But it was nice. I did a podcast. I was sitting under this tree in my car earlier. And, but yeah, I woke up today and I was like, yeah, I felt good. I don't get that very often, okay? So I kind of reveled in it, I guess. That's the term. I think. I don't know. But I was all excited. I was like, damn, I could do whatever the hell I want. Like, I just felt like the biggest, darkest cloud just lifted off me, and I was just like, wow. I'm impressed with myself. I'm impressed. Because sometimes things get me down and they'll start tearing at me. And normally, I don't bounce back so fast, but this time I did. And I was like, I must have really grown up. Because normally I will go through this whole process. And this time I was like, no, what the fuck? No. So I'm so proud of myself. I'm just like, this is great. This is really great. So I'm going to play some music because, nobody was on tonight. I don't see anybody. I don't know what's wrong with people. It's a Friday night. Why does Friday night have to be so slow? I mean, it should be like a fun night. Okay, so you're selling your dog on eBay. What? No fish and chip shops in the States. All over in Australia. I know. You know what? From where I grew up, there used to be some fish and chip shops, but they all always closed down. And then when you do find one, it's so salty, it's not the real fish and chips. And I do remember when I was. Oh. No, I don't have dead air. Am I here? Did I do something? I shouldn't have dead air. Back to fish and chips. Okay, so yeah, fish and chips. Okay, so when I went to England, they were all over the place. I mean, it was the best time of my life because of the fish and chips. In Scotland, fish and chips everywhere. I don't know what it is about the States. I mean, we have especially here in California, we have a great coastline. And there should be fish and chips everywhere. But anytime you get something equivalent to fish and chips, it's disgusting. Except one, I think I went to this place called Lengthwise. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Lengthwise. And those were pretty good. But they have all these flavors. But I just want the plain ones. I want the real thick French fries with the big old cod fish and chip thing, and just with vinegar or the vinegar oil and lemon. That's all how I want it. That's all I want. Yeah, no salt. Exactly. I don't want any salt on it because fish is already kind of salty. You know what? I was just thinking. I forgot that I bought those Twinkie things the other day. Prawns. Aren't prawns just shrimp, though? I don't ever remember ordering prawns because the word prawns scare me. But they look just like shrimp. Yeah, it looks just like shrimp. Okay, here's prawns. Let's see. Oh, I can't eat it if it looks like that. It has to be already. Yeah, it's shrimp. They're like little lobsters, I guess. Okay, so we decided I'm going to be getting my new car. Remember I was talking about that? I'm going to get my new car. And as soon as I get my new car, I'm taking a road trip. We're going to make sure this summer we're going to take a month road trip. and like just drive. We don't have a total destination. We have a map of KOAs, that we can stop at, and we're just going to do it that way. So I don't know if we'll make it to the East Coast, but if we don't, that's okay, as long as we could just drive. But I just want to make sure that I'm in a car that I know is going to make it, And I think if I rented a car, it might be too expensive. So now what? Okay, so we stated today that I'm free. I'm serious. Like, I didn't realize like how much I've changed, and I'm just I'm really proud of myself. I really am. Like, this took a long time to get here. I'm s- I guess unless you're in my head to understand what I'm trying to say, but I was just really proud of myself because I have bouts of depression. I've dealt with that in the past, and I've been misdiagnosed. I used to talk about it a lot on BTR and stuff, and then later on found out that I have anxiety. I don't have the other thing. I have anxiety, and a lot of the symptoms are similar to anemia. So there was like a misdiagnosis and stuff like that. Some of the symptoms that they thought was one thing was actually from something else, and like the fatigue and things like that was from the anemia. It had nothing to do with the other things, right? So things improved and stuff. So I was kind of surprised because normally if I undergo a lot of stress, I get physically ill, and and it could land me in the hospital. Like, I can't deal with bad stress, like really bad. And so I always try to stay positive, about things. I try anyways. And I do vent a lot because the venting helps get it out of my system. And so this week, it was really stressful for me mentally, but I think just the way I handled it, I think it's probably the way I look at things now. And I'm stronger and I'm more confident and I know where I stand. And so it's like, wow, I am really proud of myself. So, yeah,